Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is Laura. Thanks for coming to the show today. I will be doing a mix of mediumship messages and also talking about other things like manifesting, perhaps mentoring you on creating your own business, holistic business, meditation, medical intuition, you name it, it happens here. And I will, for the first 15 minutes or so, I'll be going into more of a lecture kind of thing. There'll be an exercise, there'll be a group message, a channeled group message from the ones. And then after that, I go into mediumship, meaning connecting to the other side. And then I go for the last 30 minutes or so, a mix of all the other things I just mentioned. There is a website for this show called mediumtv.com, and there you can gain a sale, a 25% discount on a private session with me. That's item one. You can be in to win a private session with me. That's item two. There's a contest, a monthly contest, and you're only competing with those people that join during the month we're in. So it's not a lot to compete, a lot of people to compete against. That's item two on spiritmediumtv.com. The instructions and everything on how to join, which is really very simple. All you have to do is join the mailing list there that's on that page. Item three is jump the queue. If you make a donation of $8, you will not have to wait and you'll be guaranteed I speak with you. That's item three. So I like to say a little rhyme that goes with that. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate $8 and jump the gate. The donation goes in part to help animals. Item four is watch the show live, and I am all prettied up for you in front of a camera, and this is simultaneously going on the website spiritmediumtv.com. Item four, which is the bottom of that page, as well as through various different social media venues, including YouTube, Google+, Facebook, you name it. I'm there blasting away. Nothing like taking matters into your own hands, right? And doing the best that you can do for the work that you're in. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about, we do have a donation. Her name is Ingrid. She's waiting patiently. She will want mediumship. I don't know if there's anybody else wanting a, let's just check. Probably not. Okay, as of right now, it's only Ingrid. Thank you, Ingrid, for your donation. But I will be talking now a little bit about something that's going on currently. What I've finally got around to do is get my second book up on Amazon. And I'm still getting the hard copy one finalized, but the Kindle version of it is there. And the other one, the hard copy, should be done probably by end of today. And so the book is called Channeling Spirits, Clairaudience for Spirit World Communications. And with the purchase of the book, you do get 2 recorded meditations, one of which will introduce you to your own spirit guides, and the second one will take you into the Akashic records to learn a past life. Ooh. The book starts out with a gentle opening exercise of working with a pendulum and a spirit board safely. It also teaches you a 4-step process for all of your psychic work, but for doing channeling, it's a little bit more simplified. So this is like the first book in a series, actually the first book in the Psychic Development series, the second book in the Soul Development series. If you take all 4 courses that I have that are on these subjects, which includes the books, you get a Soul Psychic Healer Master certification. And Susie B. is a graduate of that. Yay, Susie. So in any event, there is a book now available, and there's a link to an article about this on spiritmediumtv.com, and I'm going to go now a little bit into the article because we have a little exercise to do. Isn't that fun? So about 30 years ago, a little over 30 years ago, I happened upon a person who I met serendipitously. But as it is, if you've ever heard the hackneyed phrase, there are no accidents, perhaps this was not an accident, because this man that I met on a park bench in Central Park was safe. It was daylight. There were other people around, but a nice man that I met. He was going to the same famous medium that I was going to in Manhattan at that time, and that was in the 80s. Let me see, what year was it? Not sure if it was, I think it was around 1980. Wow, it's a long time ago. So where are we now? 2016, so that's 36 years ago. Yeah, whoa, I'm old. So I met this man in Central Park, and turns out we're both going to this medium. And I used to go every Thursday. This medium would have a public circle. But the man that I met on the park bench in Central Park, he used to go for private sessions with this medium because the man I met was rich. He had a lot of money. I was just a poor young working lady in New York doing just a regular job. So in any event, we make a long story short, this new friend of mine introduced me to a reader, and the reader said my guides were trying to come through, and as soon as I got home that day, I asked for my guides to come through without any prayer, without any protection, without any knowing what I was doing. But to my very big surprise, a voice boomed out of me, and it scared me. Be honest with you, I literally ran from one end of my very tiny apartment, 600 square feet, to the other end of this little teeny weeny apartment, which is kind of funny because there was nowhere to go, really. It was just a little tiny apartment. There I was standing there thinking, what the heck just happened? So I asked again, incredulously, and this voice, again, not me, continued to boom through me. And it turned out that that was my master guide, St. Ignatius Loyola, as I moved forward in developing it. Just recently, I found out, that the famed healer from Brazil, his master guide is the same, St. Ignatius Loyola. Now, that to me is a huge coincidence. And as I mentioned before, especially in spirit work, there are no coincidences. Everything is happening for a particular reason. Energy is all connected. So it turns out that just around the same time, I discovered that my master guide was the same as the famed healer, John of God of Brazil. I started doing clairvoyant healing. And since then, I've been having some amazing feedback from clients. One client in particular was told he had terminal cancer. I spoke about him a few weeks ago, and then 3 weeks after I did a healing on him, and he didn't come to me for healing, by the way. He was so convinced he was dying of cancer. He came to me to set up a communication with his wife of what he would say to her when he died from the spirit world. What would be his communication sequence or symbol? But a message came in from his mother from the other side during a session stating that, essentially kind of tipped me off that he probably needed a healing and it probably would work. So I did a healing, and 3 weeks later, I get this call from the woman who referred him to me, and she said, his cancer is miraculously in remission. The tumors are out of the liver, and I think out of the other internal organs, there was just some left in the lungs. So I don't know where he's at right now. I'm almost afraid to ask, but indeed he did validate all this to me, and he and his wife said in part the healing was responsible in part because there's many things that go into healing. It's not just me, it's God. And what a medium does is he or she learns how to step aside, and the medium's talent is being this sort of tentacle, if you will, or this channel through which spirit speaks. And the book Channeling Spirits clairaudience for spirit world communications begins the process of gently opening you. So if you don't have a lot of money and you want to learn more about this, or just want to be more creative in general, because most creative work is channeled, okay, like music, composition, acting, works of. If you talk to an actor, you'll hear them say, "I channeled this," quite often. I didn't know when I was taking acting classes and going to acting. I was literally training to open up my channeling ability. So there's actually acting exercises in this book and in the course. So right now what we're going to do, so if you'd like to, just go to Spirit Medium TV, you'll see the article, link to the article there, or you could just go to Spirit Medium TV and you'll see a link to the article on the very lower right under recent posts, very low on the page on the right. That's called the right sidebar. You'll see the post channeling spirits, and there you'll read a little more about what I was just talking about, and also the exercise I'm about to do is there. And so I'm going to get us ready for the group message in the same way in a moment. We'll do a little meditation as part of this exercise, because you're going to be reading for yourself. Isn't that cool? So if you have any kind of paper around you, if you don't, hurry up and find 2 pieces of identical paper. If you have 1 piece of paper, cut it in half. So you have 2 equal sizes, 2 pieces of paper with nothing on it, just clean paper, equal sizes. On one side of each paper, on one side of one paper, write yes, why yes. On the other paper, write no. Okay, and then turn them over and mix them up so you can't see what's yes and what's no anymore, like as if you made yes-no cards, okay? So you've got your yes-no papers set up in front of you, and you don't know which one anymore is yes, and you don't know which one anymore is no. I'm going to say that whole thing one more time in summary. Get a piece of paper, cut it in 2 so you have 2 identical halves. This paper should be clean with nothing written on it. Write on one of the papers the word yes, write on the other paper the word no, turn them over, mix them up so you no longer know which one says yes and which one says no. Okay, the next thing I'd like you to do is to think for a moment of a question you have about your own life. Okay, like should I, will I, not a when I, but a yes or no thing. And you'd be surprised how many answers you can get that will be answered by yes or no. It's a good beginning point anyway. So go ahead and write this on the side on another piece of paper, or just get it fixed in your mind. I recommend writing it down because you tend to forget, and we're about to do a meditation. So I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay, good. And so now we're going to take a meditation. I'm going to lead us through a very gentle, quick meditation. But if you do have time in your own life, if you go to YouTube, you'll find many meditations there. I always prepare for this show with a beautiful theta meditation on YouTube. Beautiful theta meditation on YouTube. I don't have it in front of me anymore, but you'll find one that you like because it's very personal. And when you do your own intuitive work, take a 10-minute meditation at least. Okay. And then if you were learning this in more detail, we would do a prayer and an energy connection. But I am going to do the prayer silently, and I will do an energy connection with you in a moment. But first, let me guide you through the meditation. And so wherever you're seated or lying down, or wherever you are, and you need to be in a repose position versus standing up for this, okay? Because we're going into meditation. If you would please uncross your arms and legs and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed as you breathe in and as you breathe out. I'm going to set up the radio show as well. So if you are wanting an other side connection, Please ask for your loved one or loved ones to come in right now. See them, say hello, enjoy that experience. Continuing to breathe abdominally. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you are wanting an answer to your question, think of your question now. This is for the show. You can do that as well for your yes/no exercise. Good. And as you do that, I'm going to go off and do the prayer silently. Again, if you got the book, you'd have a prayer to work with. I can't do everything during the show now because it's just a small little exercise. So I'll be back. One moment, please. And now what I'd like you to do on your next exhale of breath, I'd like you to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Wow, there's a lot of creativity in the audience. Okay. And so I will get to channeling in a moment, but we're going to continue the exercise right now. And so, again, think of the question, get it in your mind, and as you do so, you can mix up those yes/no papers again, and then allow yourself to feel towards the answer. Feel towards one of the pieces of paper, knowing that the answer is correct. Let's go ahead and pick your paper. Good. Now pick it up and take a look at it. Good. That's your answer for today to your question. Don't do it any more than once. Soon, if you keep doing this on a regular basis, you'll be able to do this without the paper. Paper is just a training tool, kind of like paper training your dog, right? Whatever. Laura, you're getting as bad as Trump lately. But putting my foot in my mouth, right? But yeah, so just continue with the paper, the yes or no's. And if, I like to do that myself sometimes because it's very hard to read for yourself. Yeah, it's very hard to read for yourself, especially if the more you read for others, the harder it is because the more refined or sensitive your tool becomes to read, to be psychic. And so every little feeling I have gets in the way. Okay, so in any event, that's your little lesson for today and your little tool for today of how to channel spirits or clairaudience for spirit world communications. There's an article on this on my website. And if you're listening to this at a future time, then the article has been went back and you can't see it. On the website on the right, if you go down towards the right sideboard towards the end of the page, you'll see something called categories. It's right above recent posts. And if you click on that, you can go down to channeling spirit, singular, and that article is linked to that particular subject. Okay, and so just relax. I'm going to bring in the ones who are supposed to be speaking today about infinite mind. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. 1 second, please. We are here. We are the ones. Yes, infinite mind is the aspect of self that projects out to the universe. It as well is the universe. It is the part of you that is connected to everyone else. And it is the part of everyone else that is connected to you. Everything else as well. All things have awareness. All things have consciousness. There is nothing that is in the material world and the non-material world that does not have some form of mind consciousness to it. It is those that understand this that are extremely careful with what they are projecting, what they are sending out to universal mind. It is those that understand this that also understand at times feelings that they have may not be of themselves, may be of the mind that they are connected to. And so part of the human experience, part of the human opportunity is to start to use the mind to channel thought, not only receive what is there, but also send out. Become consciously aware of using your mind, your universal infinite mind. When you do this, you will start to see a quickening of synchronicities. You will start to see a healing of self. You will start to evolve. You will be able then to be master of self, master of experience, master of reactions, and masters of outcome. This, my dear friends, would be called nirvana, or the highest state for an individual consciousness to achieve. Once one achieves this, one no longer needs to incarnate. However, if you are on earth plane, you are many dimensions from this. Do not overlook the opportunity of earth to start using your conscious awareness to channel, not only channel in information, but channel out information. Namaste. Whoa, I did not expect that at all. Very interesting. I was talking about the book and channeling, and then they took it to a whole new level. That not only are we channeling, when we channel, not only are we channeling information from spirit world, but we also can channel out information. I'm going to go to Ingrid. Hi, Ingrid 772. How you doing, honey?
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. Did you happen?
How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Great show so far. Thank you for all the great information.
Thank you. Did you happen to do the exercise?
Yes, I did. And I didn't like the yes and no. I didn't like my answer to. Meditate. Meditate again.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. So now let's see who I can pull in for you. I don't really. I've been, as usually when I pre-screen, I get a feeling, and I still don't. I still don't have any kind of sense. So let me just be simmering down. Okay, I do get now something a little bit different. Okay, there's more of a mother figure for you that I'm seeing and feeling right now. I'm being drawn into that direction. Let me just see something. Is there anything else there? Well, there is an older woman that presents from spirit world. Okay, she has white hair. It's a little bit longer than very short. It's got nice curls in it, very nicely, softly coiffed. Her hair is quite exceptional, I might admit. I must say, for like as if it's thicker than most people would have as their senior. She's got a beautiful head of hair and it's got nice waves and soft curls to it. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
All right. Yeah.
She's always the first one to pop in a reading.
Oh.
That's my grandmother.
Right. She also has a face that is very similar to who is that woman? Is it Mrs. Bush? No, Mrs. Senior Bush, not Laura Bush, the other one. She's got a face that's got a strong nose. She's not big like Mrs. Bush. Not a big woman, I don't see that, but I just see strong features, high cheekbones, strong nose. She wears lipstick, a little bit of squareness to the jaw. Very bright, piercing eyes, very smart woman. She also seems to, she shows me anyway, I don't know if this was true, but that her eyebrows are dark, even though her hair is white. She's got a nice arch there. And of course, she's got some age to the skin and everything else. She's slender. She's got a strong body, strong shoulders.
Oh. Okay, that's not my grandmother. Could be somebody else.
All right, let me finish.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I do see strong shoulders. Okay, I don't see a weak body right now. I also see that there's something going on in the lungs, something going on with breathing and respiring. Does this fit Grandma at all?
No.
All right.
Or maybe before she died. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I will give you. Okay, so Yeah, I can't just give you how she died. Well, I could, but she's showing me.
Right.
What I'm giving you is what she's showing me. All right.
Right. Okay.
Beautiful white hair, good-looking woman. Uh, she looks like she's very well appointed, like she likes to dress up and look good. Okay, she doesn't look like a poor person, at least the way she shows me herself right now. Strong, strong body. Why do you say Grandma didn't have a strong body, honey? Because at the end she didn't?
Well, actually, I'm a little confused. It could be my Aunt Teresa.
Okay.
It could be her.
All right. Did she have lung problems, breathing problems?
She did have breast cancer, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
years ago.
all right. Well, it's the lung area. I mean, it's the chest area. Did she have a strong?
Okay.
Did she have a strong? Let me just continue.
She was beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. Did she have beautiful white hair?
Yes. Well, brownish, but I guess when you get older, a little gray.
Oh, well, this woman has distinctly white hair. It's like a trademark. So if Grandma looked like that, I'm going to continue in that direction. Okay. You may not.
We'll just go with the flow.
Yeah, because you may not understand this. Okay. You may not remember it, but maybe before you remember her, she had a strong body. Okay. Well, I just want to ask you, why do you think your grandmother did not have a strong body? Because you're thinking of her at the very end of her life?
Yeah, I just always remember her short and fat, but but when her younger days, she was, thin and beautiful.
Okay, all right. Then let's just continue to develop, because I think she's giving.
Yeah.
I think she's giving me a variety of timelines.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just go back to her energy. Beautiful hair, strong. She's got a good jawline, high cheekbones, a straight nose that's pointed at the end, kind of a little bit on the hanging forward side. In other words, when she smiled, it's not a snub nose. It's the opposite. It's a strong nose, but it's a pretty nose, and it's not too big for her face. Just nice straight nose,
right.
Whoever this is. She's kind. She's fun-loving. She has a lot of friends. When she's, you might remember some of this or know some of this, but she's sort of popular in her own community. She looks like she likes to play cards or play kind of board games with other people. So she seems to be a very social person. You remember that at all for Grandma, please? Social.
Oh yeah, that's 100% right there.
All right, perfect. I also see her more in a suburban setting than a city setting in the images she's giving me now, especially towards the, when she's in her middle to later years, and she's still functional. Okay, what she's showing me, playing games and cards or whatever the heck it is,
right.
Board games and friends and pinochle and eating little noshes and things like that. Having friends and all that. Gardening, grocery shopping, living an active life, and also on her own for quite a while. So that would mean that Grandpa passed before her. Would you agree to that, please?
That's correct.
All right. She loves people, and she loves children. You included in that. Although she says she didn't get to see you a lot when you're a child. And she also shows me that I don't know how to interpret this, but it looks to me like she might have passed away when you were still a child, like 8 or 9 years old, because I don't know, she just shows me 8 or 9 years old for you. Is there something significant that happens with Grandma when you're around 8 or 9 years old, please?
No.
Nothing. Okay. When did how old were you when Grandma passed?
I was, let's see, around 28.
Okay. Did you move away from her when you were 8 or 9, or did she move away from you? Something.
No.
Something happened.
I mean, she lived maybe 20 minutes from me. She traveled a lot, to Florida, and she had a summer home in Cape May, New Jersey.
All right. Well, I just want to honor that. Something in terms of her vicinity to you. Maybe it's that. Maybe then she started to go to Florida or Cape or Maine or whatever. I don't know. But there's something going on there, and she didn't finish it. I kind of interrupted her. So let's say 8 or 9 years old, something changes there with you and her, and I don't know what it is right now. Maybe she'll fill it in a moment. She's very clear in her thinking to latter years of her life. She couldn't get over her own loss very well. I would assume that means of Grandpa, but let me just see if there's some other loss there. Is there another loss, Grammy? Another loss? There's a loss in the family. It's not just her own loss. It's everybody's loss. Okay. Was there a child lost in the family, please?
Just recently?
No, in general. She says she could never get over this loss.
Probably, yeah, her daughter.
Oh, perfect. That's what she means. She never got over that loss. And her son?
Yeah. No, just her daughter.
Oh, okay, just her daughter. All right, but she had a daughter and a son. So I'm asking because that was traumatic for her. She never quite got over that. She's saying that from spirit world. Yeah. She says that she loves you very, very much. Now, her daughter, is that your mom?
No, it's my father's sister.
Okay, all right. Who else is it that you're wanting to speak with? I could spend the time to kind of bring it in, but we only have limited time. James. All right, James. And is he down your family line, love? Is he a son of yours? Okay. Because as soon as I feel his energy, I feel down under you in age, like as if he's your offspring or something like that. Okay, let me just bring him in. These things cannot be rushed, but it is a radio show. Yeah. Okay, so she's here to help you open that doorway, as you know, Ingrid. You already said that. Grandma's there. But she says that she was not around when James passed. In other words, she was gone to spirit before that happened.
That's correct.
All right, but she says, so I didn't mourn his loss when I was on earth. She says, I do care for him now in the world of spirit. He's here with me now. I'm going to pull him forth, or I'm going to ask him to come forth. Okay, try to give me your undivided attention, even though the phone is ringing.
I hate when that happens.
It always happens. Hey, that's funny, you know? That is really strange. Okay. Okay, is there a name Thomas or in the family somewhere?
No.
Okay, all of a sudden I get a name Thomas. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I will give it to you. All right.
Okay.
James, honey, come on in, sweetheart. Okay, James.
Come on, James.
Come on, sweetie. Mommy's calling for you. Okay, he comes into the room laughing. He's got a good voice, nice voice, and he's an adult. I don't see him as a child. In other words,
that's correct.
Okay, he's got brown hair, not real dark, but not real light either. It's more of a mid-range color. Would you agree with that, please? Good-looking man.
That's correct.
I don't see him directly just yet. I only get the brush of the hair.
Right.
Favors himself for a while over everyone else. A bit on the selfish side. He says, hey, Mom, isn't that right? A little bit on this. I was a little on the selfish side, he says. He laughs a little bit about himself. He says, but you know, I always had the best intentions, even though I was a little bit self-centered and didn't think about anyone else for a while in my life. I wish that I'd included your feelings when I did what I did. I didn't think of you. He says, I apologize to you for that. I'm so sorry. Please help me in spirit by forgiving me and praying for me. I know that you do that now. Please continue to do that. It really, really helps. There's something in the heart area that he brings me to, the chest area. So that could mean his heart, or it could mean something happened in that area. I believe it has to do with his transition. I don't.
That's what it was. Yeah, the transition. But it actually was my brother. But I was like a mother, so.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So he's bringing me into his heart, chest area, and showing me there a wound of some sort, bleeding of some sort. And so there's a sad, there's like he needs your help in a way of just forgiving him and praying for him. He let you down, he says. I let you down. I didn't listen to you. You gave me a lot of good advice when I was on earth, and I paid attention to nothing. I squandered everything you gave me in many different ways. Please, please, please forgive me. I love you, and I do appreciate everything that you did for me. Unfortunately, I have to tell you this from a different dimension, and I didn't say it enough when I was on earth, although I said it sometimes, but I didn't say it enough. I would say thank you. I would say thank you when you gave me things, cooked a meal for me, took me in from the cold. He's showing me this, okay?
Okay.
I would say thank you, but I didn't say thank you for the whole big thing. The whole big thing of the enormous presence you had in my life. The enormous presence you had in my life of taking care of me. And I appreciate that so very, very much. And he does use the word mother. You know, that you're like a mother to me.
Mhm.
You cared for me. You helped me. You helped me through thick and thin. You helped me through every challenge I ever had on earth. And I appreciate that for you. Although I was unable to take care of the last few challenges uh, on my own, even with your help, I know you've forgiven
Yep.
me. I know you've forgiven
Yeah.
me. I love you. I
Mhm.
give you a big hug and kiss. And I just want you to know I live on. I haven't really moved to any other place. I'm in home now. I'm home now in spirit. He says, but I haven't left you. And again, he
Nice.
says the word, please forgive me.
He's forgiven.
All right, Ingrid, I'm so sorry for your loss, my dear.
But thank you very much for your time, Laura. You're the best. I really appreciate it.
Yes, honey. Thank you, love.
And have a good day.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to go to Susie, who's wanting an other side connection. And then I will go to the live questions. Hello, Susie. How are you today?
Okay. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing fantastically well. What? So you're wanting another side connection? Okay.
Yes, and I believe in in the last reading that you just did, you may have somebody there for me. That you said a name, and whoever it was in my family on the other side, I think is there already.
Oh, thanks for pointing that out. You know, when you do the radio show, sometimes there is a bleed from one client to the next, and all of a sudden that name Thomas came in very, very clearly. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that who you're wanting me to pull in, love?
It would be nice to be hearing from him, yeah.
He's a friend of yours, isn't he?
No, that's my grandfather.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just see what I can pull in here.
If not, we can, get with who you want, even my pets. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Thomas, do you want to come in? Pets. Okay, mother. Your mother wants to come in more than anyone else.
Okay.
She comes
Okay.
She comes in a little scolding for you. It's kind of the stuff that I've been saying to you and your new friend has been saying to you. Okay, I want to get more of a vocal contact with her. I just have a strong feeling about this right now. She says, Susie, you haven't been listening to me much lately, have you? She says, you're not doing anything I'm telling you to do. All right, Mom. I want you, Mom, to give me some validation, something that I don't know, Laura, because I've already brought in your mother a few times. Okay. Mom, you're not listening to me about yourself and your health. You're not taking care of yourself, basically. And she says, it doesn't have to be this way. You need to take better care of your health. I'm going to try to give Laura, she says now, what she's asking for so that the words have more meaning to you. Okay, well, one of your dogs is with her, the newest arrival in spirit. Is that Daisy, honey? Daisy?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have the full name there. Hold on. Let me see if Daisy wants to pop in directly. Hi, Daisy says, hello, Mommy. I'm okay. I look good now. And she's a little prissy. She's kind of showing me like she's going back and forth, wagging her head back, and like as if she just was groomed or something. She's feeling really good about herself now. Her bowels and everything in her body is perfect. She jumps around. She's very happy. She licks your face at this moment. Now, I have seen a picture of Daisy, but I could have misconstrued or not remember it correctly because it was a long time ago. Well, no, it wasn't that long ago, actually. I think Daisy's a little bit lighter in fur color, right? She's more on the fluffy side. Not fluffy, lighter. Like she's got a light brownish caramel to her fur.
Yes. No.
All right, well, I see that, but that's nothing because it's not that meaningful because I saw a picture of her. All right, let me see if she could give me something. She's got bows in her. She's got some bow on her fur. Oh, one of the dogs is barking. Oh, my goodness. In your house. That's interesting. Okay. So she's licking your face. She says, thank you for all the treats you gave her in her life. Thank you for taking care of her. Thank you for being her mother on earth. She's with her spirit friends now. She goes about her business. She does what she likes to do. There's a collie with her, a young collie that she liked very much, who was in the home at one point, or it looks like a collie. Did you ever have a collie, honey?
No.
Okay, well, there's a collie with her. She shows me a collie. I have no idea why that is so. Oh,
Friends.
you have a friend who has collies, don't you?
Yeah, my niece, but there's none that have crossed over.
Jack. What about your friend Jack?
Right. My friend Jack, you're absolutely right.
He might have lost a collie in the past because there's a collie with her.
Yes. His collie Max.
All right. Well, there's a collie with her, so you can say hello to Jack and tell him that. I don't have any real. Okay, there's something going on with the lungs in the collie, breathing problems. So if you know anything about,
right.
You know that? Okay, that's the validation. All right, that's the validation that she's with Max, okay? She says she's trying to take care of all the spirit dogs, okay, and cats, but mostly dogs that you knew. And that that are friends of yours, friends of your friends, or that were dogs of your friends, and other animals that you've had, because she is like a mommy in spirit to them. Okay.
Aww.
Yeah, because you're like a mom.
I taught her well.
You taught her well because you're like her mommy, and you're a mommy. To a lot of people, you're very mommy-ish, very nurturing. So she does the same thing in spirit. Okay, she's showing me something. There's a doll, some kind of a toy or a doll that she's digging up or something. Did you bury her with a doll, or some kind of a toy that she used to like? Or there's a doll there, a dog toy that's with her as well. I'm just telling you this because I see it. Maybe it's an additional validation.
Yeah, no, I don't recall her having a doll.
All right. Well, did you have a toy for her? Any toys that you put her?
No, she loved to chew up shoes, so I found her a toy that was a shoe.
Oh, well, then that's it. But she's going into earth in front of me, like as if she's burrowing into some earth, and she's going after some object there, and it looks like a toy of some sort. So maybe it was the shoe. I don't know. But you did not bury her with the shoe, correct?
No.
No, okay, so it doesn't have any more significance than she had a toy with her that you gave her. Anyway, sweetheart, I'm going to let you go. And there is your beautiful Daisy and Max as well, which is kind of interesting. Okay, honey?
Okay, very good. I guess my mother cut her lecture short. That's good.
Yeah, she did. Somebody took her with one of those hooks and got her out of the way there. All right, honey, I got to go. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Amy, who's been waiting an inordinate amount of time. Hi, Amy. How are you, honey?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, love. Just go ahead and give me only your question, no background. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. 1 second before you do that. Did you play the game before with the yes/no cards?
Yeah.
Were you able to get a good answer for yourself?
It did come up.
It did come up?
Yes.
As yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you're going to ask me now, or is it a different question?
No, it's the same. It's the same question.
Oh, okay, honey. Go ahead and give me your question, love. Just the question.
Okay. Do you see a separation with me in my current relationship?
Unfortunately, I do get a yes as well. Let me go to that. Amy, she's from 814. There needs to be a time to rest. There needs to be a time out. Let me see if it's going to be what the other outcome will be. There will be a separation, but it could be just to clear the air. Give me the initials of the person that you're thinking of.
VAH.
What is it? C? A-H?
Z, A-H.
Z is in zebra, A-H?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. This is for Amy. Not good. Not good. Not good person. So I feel that it's for your highest good to take that break. Okay? He will not give you what you want ultimately, and that is the issue. Seems to be rather self-absorbed, not allowing you in on affairs or things he's doing in his life. That could either mean he's secretive or it could mean he's just not inclusive. Let me just see if they want to tell me ZAH. He's just not inclusive. So he seems to keep you on the side or behind the real activities in his life. And so it's better for you to take that, to have that breakup, to take that break. And I can tell you what I get today, but I need to also let you know that even though I get that he won't ever change, which is what I'm hearing right now, doesn't mean that it just means energies today say that. Okay, so there's always hope. Okay, there's always hope, right? But today, as of today, this man is stubborn. He's fixed. He's set in his ways. He's very selfish, and he's not going to think of you. So, can he change? Miracles happen every day, but don't forget, it would be a miracle in this case because the energy there is very strong in that negative direction.
I understand.
Yeah. So I think it would be an act of self-love to have that breakup and put yourself first. Okay? And I from everything, from everything I'm getting, it's the right thing to do for yourself. And actually, you should be the one doing it because this person cannot and will not. He will not because he cannot. Now, can a zebra change his stripes? Theoretically, anything can happen. A miracle can happen. But this is so ingrained in his personality that it doesn't look like it's likely to happen. So the most loving thing that you can do for yourself, and that alone should make you feel happy to think of it that way, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to let that go, pamper yourself, and move to new experiences. And you have another person that is available to you in the future who'll be much more like you, much more willing to give you what you want, and that you would get along with better, and that would not be so self-serving and all this other business. You have a lot to offer somebody. One thing, you're very nurturing and very loving. So, Mr. Z there, he's been taking full advantage of you and your loving, sweet nature. Okay, Amy?
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. So that is the answer to your question, my dear, and I'm going to let you go, darling, okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to Veronica's life question. Hello. Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Now, don't tell me what answer you got, but I just want to know, did you do the exercise earlier with the yes/no cards?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Later on, we'll see if you're going to ask the same question. We'll see if what I say is the same on those cards. I don't want to be influenced. All right. So go ahead and ask your question. It could be a different question, honey. Don't worry about that.
I have a court case coming up. Do you see it being in my favor or?
Yeah, I do. I do. I actually see that being very, very good for you. Really, it's going to work. They're going to help. They're going to help you a lot. I don't know who they are just yet. The people that you're working with to get this thing done. It looks like it will have to be a trial. It cannot be settled. It cannot be settled any other way. It does need to move forward to at least some courtroom proceeding or hearing of some sort. You will not be able to collect a lot of money from this. However, you will be able to get out of the way of harm from this, out of problem from this. There's this big problem that looms with the outcome. So you're going to be found, what's the word for it? Whatever, just whatever it is that it's going to hurt you if it went against you, you're not going to have that happen. You're going to be freed, or you're going to be taken off the hook, or you're going to be admonished of guilt. There'll be no guilt on your part.
Okay.
All right. And you're going to like the outcome very, very much. It feels to me, though, that there should be money coming from this for you, but there isn't in this particular part of the proceedings. However, if you would like to bring this to a different level, i.e. a civil court trial, okay, right now it's just who's right, who's wrong. But if you want to bring it to a civil court trial, it looks like that would also rule in your favor. And then there'd be more money for you. But right now, it's not a lot of damages coming to you from this. You understand, honey? Does that make sense to you, love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's to know if I'm going to be freed and taken off.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh my God, you poor baby. Oh, you are. Well, I hear it's a big yes that you will be freed. Okay.
All righty.
Is that the question you were?
Right.
Is that the one you used before? Is that the question?
That's not what I got.
No, but is that the question you asked before? When you did the cards, but you got a no on it. Oh, interesting. Well, I got a yes. Interesting. All right, sweetheart. Well, that is it. And but you see, there's something about money under this. Okay. Almost as if you wanted to, and I know you're not thinking about that right now, but there should be damages claimed to you. Damages claimed. Once you get freed or out, it looks like you could turn around and sue for damages because there's a lot of falsity behind the claims made against you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's just too much for you to handle right now. I can hear it in your voice. All right, my sweet. So the answer is yes, and you will be freed. Okay, love?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, it looks like we're going to make an earlier end to the show. I want to thank everybody for calling in today that has taken the time out of their day to do so. I'm going to put Susie B on the line one more time because I have a feeling she needs to say something. Do you need to say something?
No.
Okay.
But thank you.
All right. I put you in.
I am going to go back to listen to the beginning of the show from the messages from the one, because I want to look into that. It definitely pertains to me. It hit home, so I've got to re-listen to it.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much, love. You have a beautiful rest of the day.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say good afternoon to everybody. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to doing this again shortly. Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time is the next show. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.